Sure. It's good to be here. I think what makes me most excited about today is this, I believe, Tony, unless you tell me otherwise, this officially wraps up talking season. So
you got one tomorrow afternoon. I forgot to tell you about that. No, you're good.
So, I think that excites me.
Yeah.
Just wrapped up camp really officially this morning. Got it in early so I could get the kids off their feet. They're going to come back. Obviously, they get a little break in between. They'll come back and get a good lift this afternoon, watch film with their coaches, do a walkthrough if necessary, and then get off their feet. They'll be off Saturday, they'll be off Sunday, and then officially kick off game week on Monday. So that excites all of us. Our players have worked extremely hard, but they're probably tired of hitting each other at this point, seeing each other and practicing and all that. So it's time to move on. We've worked on Toledo the past 2 days along with fundamentally. We have so many young players that it's important to use every minute we can to get them fundamentally better, but also get going on Toledo. So we've had a mixture the past couple days. But we're officially wrapping it up today and excited about the week.
Mark, with a week left, do you guys feel like, or do you feel like your team is ready to play a game?
Well, no, because we have a full week. So, we shouldn't be ready at this point. We have a full week to go. We definitely got ahead. We've spent, a lot of time on all of our future opponents throughout the summer, throughout the off season, and getting a fix on them, as far as scheme-wise, what you want to do. And so we've been ahead on that. And also on practice, like I mentioned, getting ahead with Toledo the past couple days with the mixture. But we still have one more week, and we're going to need that. Just getting off the field today, I felt like that. I felt like, we need more. We need every rep you can get. But that's the way it is. We're going to have to overcome some inexperience at certain positions. But as I mentioned throughout the summer, we're very experienced in older at positions as well. So, where our strengths are going to have to be strengths. And where some weaknesses or inexperience, you just have to overcome that.
Any formation jump on you?
We got a good fix. We got a good fix on things for the most part. You'll get it Monday.
Coach, you came into Louisville last year and you had a great recruiting, but you got some of the best players coming here. Are these guys how quickly can those guys make an impact?
Yeah, they're really doing a good job. In particular, Jared and JJ and also Tay. They're all impressive. They've done a remarkable job. We've been excited about those guys. They're going to have a bright future. The nice thing about our team is we do have some older guys that we've been here. You've heard me talk about it for going into year 7. You should be building a program. That again, we're going to have to overcome some inexperience. But you also have guys that are ready to step in. So that's the nice thing, as opposed to a few years ago when you're counting on those guys to come in and help you win games, where now you maybe just supplement, work them in, get their feet wet and bring them along. Hopefully that's the case. But unless we have some drastic injuries, those guys will be brought along.
How about you getting some of those guys last year that were freshmen that led the new rule that came into play, and now, just what's that done for them this fall?
I think it really helps. I think, as I mentioned a year ago, 1 year in, I think that was a really good rule. It was good for the players, but also good for the coaches because, as you go through that, last year was the first time going through the rule with playing, having the ability to play them in 4 games. So right now, as we're going through the depth chart and going through, so we're identifying guys that saying, okay, they're definitely going to play, or there's guys that are tweeners. So why burn a year unless you absolutely have to? And for many years, us coaches, we're always in that bind, and you may need a player for a game or 2, but that hurts the individual in the long run and your program in the long run. So I could go back and think of guys right now that we burned their year in the first year or 2 or 3 I was here, when I'd love to have them back for their 5th year. So I think it's a win-win. The players that we had redshirt a year ago that only played in 2, 3, or 4 games, it helps them. And just look at a guy like Chance Poor, you know, coming in, and he kicked in 4 games, but he's still redshirt. So that's nice.
Mark, the polls come out, do you get a sense that being left off of pretty much everything that has motivated your guys, or?
Yeah, I think it does, and, you know, that's fine, and, you know, we ought to thank them, because I want our team to walk around with a giant chip on their shoulder all the time, and if that gives us reason to do that, then so be it.
Florida's playing Saturday. You got them here in a couple weeks. Is that must-watch TV?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice thing. It's my only day for a long time to be able to truly relax and enjoy some football, because we do have a few buys in there this week or this year, but I'm sure your mind will be 1,000 places. It will be Saturday as well, but it will be nice to be able to enjoy that day and watch some good football.
Can you relax and enjoy it, or are you thinking, Coach, I've got to scout every person on this team?
Yeah, I mean, we get the film is much better than watching it on TV, but live TV gives you a good feel for the team, the pulse of the team, and, you know, the way they call plays and different things. You're constantly, as I tell the players when they watch football on a Saturday, which I don't think college kids do as much as we did when we were growing up, but they have too many devices to mess with. But you know, anytime you watch a game, you could gain some football IQ. And our players, I want them to see that as well. You know, there's always 2-minute situations, 4-minute offense and defense, 2-minute offense, defense, last plays. There's so many scenarios. It's impossible to simulate them all. So when you're watching, you're always, you know, I want them to educate themselves and pay attention to certain things. But also, there's a time, I guess, to enjoy it. So I don't know if I answered that question.
Guys,
As you can tell just by me answering it, there's a little bit of both.
And do you see Toledo as an ideal opener?
I don't know, you know, what that is. I don't know what that would be. You know, I just play who's in front of us.
that new series with Toledo, the news came out this week. Is that, I guess,
What's that?
the series, I guess, several years down the road now?
I don't even know what you're talking about, really, to be honest with you. I've been locked in camp, honestly.
Out, but like signing a new deal kind of
Yeah.
down the road with that school.
Mhm.
How just is that when fans look at that and maybe think, oh, Toledo again? I guess that maybe want another opponent, like a different type of opponent.
Well, I mean, you know, all you gotta do is be educated a little bit on Toledo, and you know what type of program they have. That is a good football team, a good program. They've been good. They've had very good coaches come through there. They're coached up. The MAC in general is always coached well. Those teams are never going to beat themselves. You have to go beat them. So we know we're going to have our work cut out for them. It's an opponent that it's not hard for our team to have respect for.
How important are events like this one to meet and greet some of the UK alumni in Louisville?
It's always important. You know, we count on our alumni. We appreciate our alumni. Big Blue Nation is throughout this state, and Louisville's a big piece of that. So it's always good to get up here and shake hands and see folks. I understand the luncheon is completely sold out today, so we like that.
Are fans' expectations now where yours are? I mean, and I guess can that be? I mean, it can be good and bad, but kind of what are you hearing from fans when you're out going around the state? They kind of expect you now to win some of the games, maybe.
It is, and you know, we appreciate the support. You've heard me mention it for 7 years, even through some difficult times, that it's very important for me to have a program that represents them, that represents the Big Blue Nation, that represents the state the right way, does things the right way. We're not perfect, but we're striving to be. And so it's important, and I do appreciate the people acknowledging the work that our players and coaches have put in to put the program where it is. And we're constantly striving for more, and we want more. We want to continue to improve, and that's why we're out there working hard to do that. Represent them the right way.
Any chance you'll be jumping in chopper tonight?
Camp tonight. We're not allowed. Not allowed to recruit yet.
Anyone else? Everybody good? All right.